Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is TishaTheBrave. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing okay. Today, I'm here to talk about the importance of the Cancer. I figured since it was Cancer season that we must learn the importance of the zodiac sign, and if you have a lot of this in your chart, or if you're a Cancer sun, moon and rising, it's very important for you guys to listen to this message because this is such a divine time, and a lot of people depict Cancers to be these crybabies and stuff like that, but there is so much more to the zodiac sign than you are thinking. But before we get into the video, let me just remind you that I do have a Patreon account, patreon.com/TishaTheBrave, and every week when you go on there, there will be a numerology and a moon cycle weekly forecast, so that you can see what's happening throughout the week, what you could be potentially prepared for, and what the energies are asking you to do. And also, whilst you're here, I do natal chart readings and also dream interpretation, so please check me out if you're interested and hit me up in my email down below. Alright, so like I said, we're here to talk about the Cancers, and since it is Cancer season, this is a moment for us to tap into our divine feminine. What is our divine feminine? It is the most intuitive, the most spiritual, the most instinctual part of ourselves. No matter your sex or gender or how you identify, wherever you are, whoever you are, we all have a divine masculine and we all have a divine feminine. Divine feminine is literally what the Cancers are depicted to be once they are tapped in, okay? But first, let's get into the depiction of the Cancer. We look at the Cancer. What is the Cancer? What is it depicted as? It is depicted as the crab, okay? The crab is amazing because it can breathe on land and it can also breathe in water. So what does that tell me? That Cancers are very capable people. But sometimes they do not believe that they are capable people. And what they do is they keep people really close with their pinchers. And then they give people multiple chances. And then those crabs end up having sometimes a bit of a dent in their shell. And what they don't realize is they're not protecting themselves spiritually. Here's what the Cancers always need to remember, what we need to remember as people, because every single one of us, whether you have planets in that position or not, have Cancer in our charts. Take note of where your Cancer placement is in your chart. What house is in? Do you have any planets there? Because what we're about to talk about is how you can actually elevate that Cancer part of yourself, and also what we can gain from this moment in time. Now, so I talked a bit about how the Cancers are between land and water, and sometimes they don't feel they're capable. Well, look at this season, for example. If you find that you have a lot of stomach aches this season, there is a reason for that. Stomachs are the weak point of the Cancer, and in turn that actually means that the solar plexus is actually quite a weak spot for the Cancer. See, the Cancers are very capable. They will go out of their way to kind of help somebody. They don't realize how powerful they actually are. They give themselves anxiety about like not being good enough to do this, or they'll be very negative about the atmosphere around them. And that is because naturally they are protective of themselves and also protective of people around them, especially children, because Cancers embody the mother. So a lot of the times while people are just like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that, they'll be like, are you sure? Is that okay? Should you not think this through before you do that? You can't just do that, because a lot of Cancers are too protective and they don't realize that they're stopping themselves from having some of the best and amazing experiences of their lives. Hence why there's stomach issues, right? When you have stomach issues, you tend to have a lot of anxiety. So if you're having stomach issues, even if you're not a Cancer in your top 3, or even if you don't have a lot of planets in Cancer, or if you don't have any planets in Cancer at all, a point there that's being made is literally that you need to work on your solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra of confidence. Do some affirmations, drink and eat more yellow foods, and do some solar plexus meditations. The more you do it, the more you realize that you will have less stomach aches, you'll be a bit more in tune in your confidence. And trust me, last Cancer season I was a wreck with my stomach. This Cancer season I can tell that with the work that I've been doing with my solar plexus chakra, it is not that bad. It is something I can actually handle. Yes, I do have stomach pains now and again. It's still a chakra I'm working on, but honestly I can tell there's a huge difference between this time last year and this year, okay? So just bear in mind that if you are having these issues with anxiety, to work on your solar plexus. The other thing we need to talk about is family. People with these cancer placements, house 4 placements and cancer placements, are people who have issues with their family. Check what planets are in house 4, check what planets are in Cancer, okay? So anybody who has or if you're a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, your number one thing that you're always going to learn through is family and family placements, okay? Now, you may feel responsible for your family if you're in this placement, but it's not your job to take care of everyone. You are born with that kind of nature, but as the Cancer, you are going to learn that first you must nurture your own spirit and then yourselves. This is why the elements are always calling you, Cancer. This is why the elements are always calling you. You see why you always feel naturally inclined to get plants, to do this, to do that. When you nurture the plants, you are nurturing yourself because you are not putting anybody else's emotional needs before your own. When you're in nature, you feel like yourself. When you're in nature, you feel connected, and you need to continue to be in tune, and we all need to continue to be in tune in nature. We need to get in line with the divine feminine. That is exactly what you're supposed to be. Instinctively going to nature, instinctively watering the plants, instinctively having that energy where you feel like doing something fulfilling. Cancers, we all know that you are the humanitarian, that you are the people that will go out of their way to help other people, and we thank you for that energy and we love that energy for you. But the first thing that you must always learn to do is nurture yourself before you nurture other people. Lovingly nurture another person without lovingly nurturing yourself first, because then you'll turn into the person who is very spiteful even though they're trying to do nice things to other people. It's going to become a task versus something that actually makes you feel good to make other people feel good. So Cancers, this is what you need to do. You need to learn to do things by yourself. You need to learn to be in tune with the elements, and all of those who are trying to embody Cancer spirit and the divine feminine is learning to be by yourself in the elements, and also learning to give love back to yourself before you could do anything else to other people. It's about moving instinctively and not moving with negativity. It's about honoring the fact that you're confident, you're so confident in what the divine has in store for you that you can give that to others instead of being negative, or instead of being like, I don't know about this. There has to be surety. There has to be no complications when you are in tune with the divine. There has to be no complications. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. What does that mean? Jupiter is the planet of philosophy and higher understanding. The reason it's exalted in Cancer is because when the Cancer is tapped in, it has a higher philosophical understanding of nature, of the world, of just everything around them. Because that is the divine feminine. That's the existential divine feminine. So you have to be tapped into that. And once you're tapped into that, you will understand who's taking the piss out of you and your energy, who is not taking the piss out of you and your energy, who deserves your love, and who do you need to let go of. Because as a Cancer, you're pinching with your claws and you're not letting go of people that have hurt you. You're not letting go of people, and you're slowly kind of maybe dismissing them, but they just need to be cut off. Okay? So anybody who embodies this Cancer spirit, or who's trying to get in tune with their divine feminine, all you need to do is build up your solar plexus chakra and start moving a bit more instinctively, and stop thinking about the negative and start thinking more positively, and then you'll start manifesting. And what is Jupiter the planet of? Manifestation and good luck and blessings and fortune. Once you tap into that positive energy, that's exactly what you're going to get, Cancer. That is exactly what you're going to get. So during this Cancer season, this is what you need to do. You need to focus on nurturing yourself first, through your creativity, through getting in tune with the elements, and just reminding yourself that you are a human being and you also need to take care of yourself. And then in turn, when you're helping other people, you will feel a lot more fulfilled. And that goes for everyone across the board. Check where your Cancer placements are, and then in the comment sections down below, let me know where your Cancer placement is. And if you need further assistance, don't forget to comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help.